Okay, good morning, everyone. I'm going to call this meeting to order at 10:36 a.m. Hi. With that, we can move on to roll call. Amy, if you can take it away.
Yes, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, that's good. Okay, morning everyone. Hope your day is going great. President Naomi.
Present.
Vice President Ramses.
Present.
President Mark.
Present.
Director of Finance Zach.
Present.
Director of Legislative Affairs Jacob.
Present.
Director of Public Relations Nick.
I'm here.
Director of Communications Amy. Present. Senator David.
Present.
Senator Soule. Absent. Senator Rachel.
Present.
Senator Reed.
Present.
Senator Stacy.
Present.
Senator Mary Kay.
Present.
And Senator Hamza.
Present.
Senator Baheshta. Senator Sasha.
Present.
Senator Afsoon. And Senator Oscar. So that's 3, 4, 13 present.
Okay,
So
so
quorum has
yeah,
been met.
quorum has been met. Thank you. Okay, with that, we'll move on to chair's message. Thank you, Amy. I do not have too much to say for chair's message today, other than happy end of your third semester back for this semester, and happy second meeting of Student Senate. Yeah, other than that, I really don't have too much to say, but I hope you guys are all doing healthy. So with that, we're going to move on to advisor's message.
Chair,
Jacob.
don't we have to do adoption of the agenda and approval?
Oh my God. Okay. Thank you. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry. I'm jumping ahead. Okay. Yep. Adoption of the agenda. Thank you, Jacob. We're moving back there. I think some of you might have seen this. I messed up on the agenda this week. I wrote 2nd of February instead of 5th. So, someone wants to say something about that, we can just change that later. But if y'all good, we can adopt the agenda with the change date. Okay, if there are any objections, hearing and seeing none. Well, I can't really see you guys, sorry. Can't see any messages during the shared screen time. So hearing none, I'm gonna say we adopt the agenda. Moving on to approval of the minutes. Okay, I don't have the 4th of December yet for you today, but I do have 29th. Thank you, Amy. And I sent that out earlier, but I can just share screen here, do a quick scroll through. If I'm going too fast, somebody let me know, but if there are no objections, the minutes for January 29th will be adopted. Okay, hearing no objections, we will.
Chair.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, but don't we need a motion to adopt a roll call vote to adopt the agenda and minutes according to the new Brown Act? Since we're all in the Zoom setting and not in person, we need a roll call vote. Sorry, I did not catch that earlier.
No worries. We normally we'd have. I'm not entirely sure about that. This is how we've been doing the minutes, but and it's all on Zoom. But if you know anything different.
I have not seen any
literature or updates on Brown Act in terms of roll call votes for agenda or minutes. We just been doing hearing or seeing no objections. I can research that, but as far as I know, I don't know if that's required or not.
Okay, well, go ahead, Anjali.
Sorry. Yeah, it is. I can share the document to the president as well as the advisor. But yeah, that's the format that has been like going around ever since this pandemic. There's a new but yeah.
Okay, well, we can do that for this meeting, and once we get the documents, we'll keep doing that. So you guys both saw the agenda and minutes, so can we get a roll call vote to adopt the agenda? Oh, Amy, that's that. Yeah, give Amy a few minutes to get that set up. Sorry.
So what exactly do I need to do?
So right now what we're doing is we're going to have a motion. Well, we need a motion actually. Oops. We need a motion to adopt the agenda, and then we're going to do a roll call vote on whether to adopt it. And then we'll go through the same process with the minutes.
Chair, I move to adopt the agenda.
I move to adopt the agenda.
Okay, and then a second?
Second. I second.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded by several people. I love you guys' enthusiasm. So with that, we'll move on to a roll call vote for adopting the agenda.
Okay, Naomi, do you have to say your name as well?
To adopt the agenda, I don't think you would.
No.
Me. No, because roll call, no, never mind. Nope, I'm not included in that.
Okay. Vice President Ramses.
Vote yes.
CAEB President Mark.
Yes.
Director of Finance Zach.
Yes.
Director of Legislative Affairs Jacob.
Yes.
Director of Public Relations Nick.
Sorry, yes.
Directors of Communications Amy. Yes. Director of Senator David.
Yes.
Senator Rachel.
Yes.
Senator Reed.
Yes.
Senator Stacy.
Yes.
Senator Mary Kay.
Yes.
Senator Hamza.
Yes.
Senator Sasha.
Yes.
So everyone voted yes. The quorum is
Okay. With what did we say? 13 yeses and 0 nos. The agenda has been adopted. Okay,
the
moving
agenda
back.
has been adopted.
Yeah, perfect. And then moving back to approval of the minutes, approval of the minutes. Does anybody want to see them again? I know we scrolled through that briefly, so you can give a shout out, but I'm going to, we need a motion to approve the minutes.
Chair,
Jacob.
I move to approve the minutes.
Perfect, okay. We got a motion that's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes. Amy, could you do another roll call vote for that?
Okay.
Thank you.
Vice President Ramses.
Yes.
CAEB President Mark.
Yes.
Director of Finance Zach.
Yes.
Director of Legislative Affairs Jacob.
Yes.
Directors of Public Relations Nick.
Yes.
Directors of Communications Amy. Yes. Senator David.
Yes.
Senator Rachel.
Yes.
Senator Reed.
Yes.
Senator Stacy.
Yes.
Senator Mary Kay.
Yes.
Senator Hamza.
Yes.
Senator Sasha.
Yes.
So 13 members approved with 0 objections. The minutes have been approved.
Perfect. Thank you, Amy. So we did that. We'll probably continue that in the future. Awesome. Thank you, Anjali, for setting us straight. Okay, let's see. We did, so I briefly did my chair message, so I think we're going to skip doing that again, and we're going to go straight to Brett for advisor's message.
All right, y'all. Good morning. Aloha. We have a couple guests here today. One that's going to present here later, and I know they have another meeting, so I'll go quick. So student elections are going to be coming out. I think March 1st is the first day folks can pick up, well, virtually apply, I guess. We have a district meeting on Tuesday to confirm what that process is going to look like. We're trying to be consistent across the 4 colleges. So one thing I'm 99% sure is you do not need to collect 50 signatures. Obviously that's difficult right now. So, but March 1st is the first day that you can, kind of declare what you want to run for. So keep that in mind, and I'll put the dates in the chat here when I'm done talking. Transfer Center, I don't know if some of you have seen on either Instagram or via email, they're hosting events, transfer sessions. So Sac State, Davis, other UCs, UC Santa Barbara was on there. So definitely check that one out, wink, wink. But if you're thinking about that for next year or beyond, try to attend those. I'll put those on the ASB Instagram page as well. Senator Stacy made a comment last week about student employment, and I wanted to kind of follow up on that. The campus is going to, so if you are interested in being a student employee, if you're not already one, they're using a new program called Handshake. And you can actually look through all the job postings as opposed to pre-pandemic, you walk to the hub, you walk to the CLD, are you hiring? They're doing a little different. So it's all there on this website called Handshake. If you have a job now on campus, you don't have to go there. But if you're looking for campus jobs, that's the place you want to go. Scholarships through the foundation are now open. So I encourage all of you, if you're in need, to apply for those. I'm going to put in a quick sales pitch. My family and I started one for my brother-in-law that passed away. So it's the Stephen Lovett Memorial Scholarship, and it's designed for students that are in like animation, design tech, because he loved video games and he loved to draw. So for any of you that are interested in that, please apply for that scholarship. I'm not picking students. We just set it up. So that'll let you know about that. There's a Board of Trustees meeting on Wednesday, 5:30. If you want to see what's being discussed at the district level, I highly recommend you check that out. It's on their website. The agenda's already posted and everything. They're going to be going over some budget issues. So if that strikes your fancy, that might be a good one to check out. And then last but not least, February 17th. So it's not next week, the week after. The Health and Wellness Center is hosting a vaccine information session between the nurses and a licensed physician here in the area. So if you have questions or, how do I get a vaccine, or friends or family or whatever, I'll get that flyer to you all. But it's Wednesday the 17th at 11 a.m. I thought it would be interesting to check out. And then just some housekeeping stuff. Next Friday, there is no classes. I'm going to sleep in. So there's no Senate meeting next Friday. So just wanted to let you all, or remind you of that. So with that, that's all I have. I will hand it back over to Naomi. So thank you.
Thank you, Brett. Yes, no Senate meeting tomorrow. Totally forgot to add that in my message. So thank you for picking up on that. Okay, thank you, Brett. Moving on to public comment. This time is reserved for members of the public to address the Student Senate on issues not already appearing on the agenda. A limit of 2 minutes per speaker shall be observed with a maximum of 4 minutes per topic. No discussion is allotted on public comment. The law does not permit any action to be taken nor extended discussion of any items not in the agenda. The ASB Student Senate may briefly respond to statements made for questions posed. However, for further information, please contact the ASB Student Senate representative for the item of the agenda to be placed on future discussion. The item of discussion to be placed on future agenda. Okay, with that, are there any public comments?
Yes.
Anjali, go ahead.
Hi everyone. As you guys know me, I'm Anjali Patel. I'm the Regional Affairs Director, Region 2. Just here to say, like, I just wanted to meet you guys and just say hi, and then also at the same time, I just wanted to see how you guys doing and whatnot. I know it's a pandemic, but at the same time, we are gonna have soon. We're gonna have our regional elections as well. So we wanted to just give you guys an update. We have a general assembly that's coming up, so I hope you guys start talking about it. We have the fundraiser that's coming up. So I mean, there are a lot of things that the region is doing. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick update and start talking the talk. Just give you guys a quick update on that. So I don't know, but there is a resolution packet that has been disseminated. I would be hoping to see that soon on your agenda, and as well as just the talking about the GA. We have the resolution webinar for the GA, the preparation for the GA. If you are a delegate or the alternate delegate, it's on February 6th, which is this Saturday at 1 p.m. So I just wanted to give you a quick reminder about that as well. And thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Anjali. Are there any other public comments?
I got a question. Is
Jerry,
the public
go ahead.
comment time is where you come and you address the Senate about a request for funds? Is this the time that we do that?
No, this is not the time we do that.
Okay.
For requests for funds, we would want that item to be on the agenda.
Oh,
And I believe, you're here for, I think, an item that is already on the agenda, correct?
I believe so. I have another meeting at 11.
Oh, okay. So we'll try to speed this up then.
Okay, appreciate it.
No worries.
Sure.
Okay. Any other public comment at this time? Okay, hearing and seeing none, we're going to move on to appointments and swearing in. We have one appointment today, and that is Andrea Gutierrez to the hiring committee for the nursing department. Congratulations, Andrea. Okay, moving on to unfinished business. We have none. Moving on to new business. We're going to switch these orders around. We're actually going to do 10.2 today before, and that is the Black History Month Comic Relief Bill. So I'm going to share screen briefly and put up that bill that we have. And someone can make a motion at this time. Who has seen it already? Okay, let's see. There we go.
Chair,
Yes.
I move to allocate up to $1,000 for the Black History Comic Relief event.
Okay. It's been moved and seconded. Then we will move on to discussion. David, as the person who made the motion, would you like to accept your right to speak first?
It's okay. I believe you have more information about this, so I will pass on speaking at this time.
Okay, thank you. I actually don't have too much information, but I believe we have some folks here, well, we have people who can speak more on this. So if there, I know Brett, you were the one who sent me the email. Is there anyone else who wants to give more information about this?
If it's okay, Mr. Marshall is here from Outreach.
Perfect.
He'll know a lot more than any of us.
Great. Okay. Then Mr. Marshall, if you would like to speak on this, you are welcome, more than welcome.
Just to give a little bit more information about it. We understand that a lot of our students here at the college are in this virtual environment, are shut in and at home. And, so we had thought in Outreach that we would do an in-reach outreach project where we would get people to just get together in community and laugh. So that's how the programs, the stimulus comic relief package got started. And so we went to different departments just asking for them to chip in so that we can make this happen. We're actually looking at hiring 3 professional comedians that we vetted said what you can say and what you can't say. And then we wanted to videotape it or have a production company actually do it, hold it on an evening for students, invite the college students out. We really wanted to open it up district-wide too, because we know that they're all Los Rios students. So we wanted them to just to come together, share some information about the college, about our programs, and then let these comedians do their job to keep everybody laughing. The idea came out because a lot of us who are shut in will reach out to our families, and we may have Zoom nights with our families or friends and things like that. And in the event of doing anything like that, everyone has this guy who's a comedian or somebody that keeps everybody laughing. So that's how it all got started. And we thought we would extend that out to the college community, and also an outreach to some of our high school, our feeder schools, and within outside our area, just to expose ARC and its programs and services too in a comedic event. So that's how it all got started. And if anyone has any questions or comments or thoughts about it, please, I'm here to answer them.
I'm curious who the comedians are.
Well, they're temperamental artists. So we vetted Stephen Stevens is one of them, and he'll be the host. We have two others, E. Clark and Mr. Winfield. However, all of them have to entertain me first. So we have, because I'm just not gonna let anybody go in front of my college students, right? And especially comedians, because you never know once you give them a microphone what they're gonna say. So I'm holding their contract over their head. If I'm not satisfied, you just don't get paid. So we have a list of like 5 or 6 comedians that we are kind of interviewing right now and going through their little comedy routine before we start the taping. So if you need me, I can send you the list of their names, but not everybody's gonna make the cut. I'll let you know that now because we're only looking for 3.
Thank you. Okay, any other questions or anything to add?
Chair.
Nick, go ahead.
Yeah, I have 2 questions. First of all, what exactly is the money going to be spent on, and what's the bidding process?
Okay, and then Jerry, I'm going to let you answer that.
The vetting process is we actually sent them a list of criteria of the things that you do say and you don't say. And the second part of the vetting process is, like I said, they have to sit in front of me and a couple of other folks here at American River College, show us their routine so that we can make sure that it's appropriate. The cost that's involved is actually paying the comedians. We have the production costs that we have to pay for, the engineering and producing of it, and then the post editing of the thing, because this is going to be, we want it to be as professional as possible. We don't want this to be something that we just haphazardly put together. We are actually going into a studio, Laugh Unlimited, with a limited virtual population because comedians feed off the energy of their audience. So we want to present it in that type of atmosphere so that we can get the best quality possible. So that's where most of the cost, that's where most of the prices are going, is going for paying for the comedians, the production, the camera shooting, the audio engineering, and the editing of the program before we send it out. Stream it, or we'll do it on Zoom. That's part of the conversations we're going through now. Depends a lot on how many people show up. If Zoom only takes 300, then we're going to be streaming.
Okay, thank you for that. Any other questions or comments?
I do have one more question.
Sure.
Go ahead, Nick.
So will these $1,000 cover all the costs, or is just part of it? And then any other department who will chime in, they will basically help you with that?
Good question, because that $1,000 will not cover the cost. But we have funds from the Unite that's coming in. We have funds from the Emoji Saku program, from, of course, the health center, because they know the value of laughter, right? So they're also chipping in. And then the Black Cultural Center is also chipping in. So between all the programs, because I did want to make sure that, you know, we got buy-in from a lot of the college programs. So with all of them chipping in, we will have enough to actually pay for everything. That's a good question.
Can I follow up?
Nick?
So I'm just really curious, how much in total is it gonna cost you for this event?
Well, right now it's we're looking at almost $5,000. The comedians are actually giving us a deal. We have 3 of them. Generally, when they do their comedy routines, they will charge up to $500. We're asking for 20 minutes segments, right? And so they decide to come in at, because I know them and I trust them and I'm threatening them. They're gonna give us this deal for like $200 each for the comedian, except for the host. The host we're gonna give him $300, which is really low. The largest cost is coming in with the production of everything. And we have a production company, KJ Production Company, that's gonna do that for us.
Okay. If there are not any more questions, we can move on to the roll call vote for this. But I do want to give time for anybody else who has questions or anything to add on this.
Go ahead, Brett.
Okay, Brett, I saw you take your mic off first, so I'm gonna say Brett.
Just real quick, just so everyone knows, your funds for this, it would come out of your 71 account. As much as we could argue this is advocacy, I could just see the business office pushing back on it. So to be safe, it would just be from your 71 account, which as of yesterday, when I checked, you have not spent a penny of your 71 funds all year. So just letting you know.
Yep.
Chair,
Jacob.
I call the question.
Oh, called to question. I normally have a little cheat sheet here, but I'm going to need.
That means I call the question, so we go straight to a vote.
To vote. That's okay. Perfect. Well, then we're moving straight to a vote. Okay.
Can I object to that?
Can you? I think it's an I think it's an interrupting motion, so it has to go straight to that. If you object to it, then do we need to?
No, I'm gonna make another motion, like motion inside the motion, amendment motion. Jesus Christ.
You move to amend the motion.
Yeah, I move to amend the motion by striking out 1,000 and inserting $2,000.
We cannot actually do that at that time. I think the maximum amount that we can spend from the 71 account is $1,000.
Just to clarify, because on the agenda it said 1,000, you can't go over that amount. So,
okay.
Yeah, that's the only thing. You'd have to put it on the next meeting if you wanted to add.
Want to add more?
Yeah.
Oh, so, okay.
Nick, thank you for trying, Nick.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we have the call to question, and we're gonna move straight to that. So we're gonna move on to a roll call vote. A yes is passing. A yes vote means that you're in favor of passing this bill, which would allocate the $1,000. That is only $1,000 at this time, and a no vote would mean you do not support it. Okay, giving it over to Amy.
Okay. Vice President Ramses.
Yes.
K President Mark.
Yes.
Director of Finance Zach.
Yes.
Director of Legislative Affairs Jacob.
Yes.
Directors of Public Relations Nick.
Yes.
Directors of Communications Amy. Yes. Senator David.
Oh, yes.
Senator Rachel.
Yes.
Senator Reed.
I vote yes.
Senator Stacy.
Yes.
Senator Mary Kay.
Yes.
Senator Hamza.
Yes.
Senator Sasha.
Yes.
And Senator Efsoon. Wait.
Who's not here?
Efsoon.
So
Oh, oops. Okay.
No worries.
So 13 out of 13 voted yes. 0 opposed. So how do I word this?
So the bill is passed, and the $1,000 are allocated for the Black History Comic Relief Event. Okay.
Thank you all very much.
And so what Brett mentioned before, right, is if we want additional funds from the 72 account to be allocated, it would have to be, the bill would have to be amended and voted on at another meeting.
Chair,
Mark, go ahead.
can we do host a special meeting due to time restraints if we amend the bill to 2,000?
Yeah, we could host a special meeting if everyone is in favor of that. And we'd have to figure out when we want that special meeting due to time restraints.
Madam President, I know you have business to go, but I have another meeting too. So
go ahead.
Step out, and thank you all very much, senators. I really appreciate you all. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, so if we are in favor of holding a special meeting, I don't have a problem with that. Jacob, yeah, it's just something we need to figure out.
I believe since the bill passed already, it would have to be another bill that's introduced, not an amendment now.
Oh, really? Okay. No,
Okay,
you can't have it amended? Okay, okay. Brett, do you know any? I'm not entirely sure about that. So
you can, we did it for CAEB. You can go back and amend a bill, but it's just as easy, to be honest with you, to just create a new one if that's something you all want to pursue.
Chair?
Yeah, Mark.
So I'm wondering if, is CAEB allowed to create a bill in support of this? So if so, then CAEB can use their.
Use your own funds at the next meeting. Yeah. I mean, I know that CAEB has more limited resources on this. So, I mean, if that is something, you're president, so you could decide that. But yeah.
Okay, then I will work on it and get it done.
Okay, so
I'm sorry, just one more comment. The thing is, for CAEB, it's not going to be the next meeting, but the one after that, because I believe you don't have any time to insert it on the agenda for Tuesday, right? So it's
today, because today's Friday, you have to have it.
Yeah, so it's just time-wise.
I can post it tomorrow. My agenda doesn't have to be posted until tomorrow.
I thought it has to be posted.
Right.
No? Okay. I'm probably getting the math wrong then.
Saturday for Tuesday. Yep, Saturday for Tuesday. So I'll work on it today.
Okay. Oh, I always do this wrong. I know for me, I always base it when I have to post the Senate agenda because it is just before the CAEB agenda. But before the CAEB meeting. So I'm like, yes, okay. I got that easy. I got the easy end. Okay.
But do weekends count actually?
Yes. Yeah, 72 hours in advance. So okay. So this agenda item, I think we've passed the bill, so we can move on from this, and we're actually going to move backwards to the support letter. This time is reserved to read and potentially endorse a support letter for the ASB Director of Legislative Affairs, Jacob Couch's application to the California Student Aid Commission. Okay, and so the way we talked about this, Jacob and I talked about this before. So I wrote a letter. And I'm going to just share my screen. You guys can take a look at it. And we're not going to really vote on this. This is not a bill or a resolution. So I'm just going to be expecting like a thumbs up or thumbs down if you're okay with supporting this. We're doing this specifically because the Student Aid Commission has asked that the candidates, that the applicants get support from their SBA. So that is why we're doing this. Okay, so we're gonna move on with that. So I'm gonna share my screen again. I know it takes a little bit of time, so sorry about the whatever, the procedures here. Okay, and I can read this out loud if that's easier. It's not too long, but you know what? I'm just going to read it out. Jacob Couch has served now as the American River College ARC Student Senate's Director of Legislative Affairs for 1.5 terms, 3 semesters. He is currently serving the second half of his second semester. He has chaired 3 Student Senate committees: Basic Needs, Constitutional Amendments, and Governance, worked on creating a Student Senate scholarship, twice led our ARC Associated Student Body Lobby Day efforts, served as our voice in the Chancellor's cabinet meetings, and filled in as our interim representative to the Student Senate for California Community Colleges, Region 2. Throughout his time in Student Senate, he has shown great passion, dedication, determination, leadership aptitude, and a genuine desire to serve his community, especially those suffering financial hardships. His past and present experience makes him a fine candidate to the California Student Aid Commission, where he would, without a doubt, serve with the same enthusiasm, skill, and compassion. Okay, stop share. Okay, moving back here. So, I guess I want to also give you a chance if you guys want to amend something, but add something. But basically, I'm just going to ask thumbs up, thumbs down. Are you okay with endorsing this? Okay, I'm seeing a majority of thumbs up, so I'm going to say we have endorsed this. Okay, Jacob, you have endorsement from your student body. So we're going to move past this item and we're going to, okay, and 10.3, we're actually going to be moving to next week. No, next week we don't have a student senate, so next week. We're going to be moving it to our next student senate meeting, the 10.3 WEATH presentation. So with that, we're going to move on to committee reports. If anybody has a committee report at this time, any committees that will be meeting soon?
Sure.
Jacob, go ahead.
The governance committee and the basic needs committee will be meeting soon. I'm not sure if I said this in an update or not, but we moved past the deadline to actually establish a scholarship, and we did not get.
Oh yeah. Oh shoot.
So that will be something that we'll be working on moving forward into the next year. But for now, we're going to be switching gears and focusing on the advocacy event. And I think that's about it. If everyone on those committees would fill out the doodle poll I sent to their emails so that I can get a time going and we can start meeting again, that'd be really good.
If anybody is also interested in being appointed to any of our committees, we can move back to appointments. We have 3 committees right now that are active. Governance committee that's working on constitution and bylaws, amending them. We've got basic needs committee and we've got the public relations committee. So guys, let me know if you want to be appointed. We can get you appointed to one of those. Okay. Yes.
Sorry. A quick sales pitch. I put the election dates in the chat, but your constitution does says there's an election committee as well.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I might need some help. So, if anyone's interested in that, think about it. Maybe we can get that on the 19th agenda. Your constitution states that the vice president is the chair of that committee. But at this point, whoever is interested and wants to help, we need the help. So we can talk about that the next meeting, but I just thought I'd put that out there.
Okay, I actually do remember something like that from last term, last term, whatever the term was, and Kevin chaired it. Kevin was the previous CAEB president, by the way. He's really fun. Okay, are there any other committee reports at this time? Okay, hearing and seeing none, we're going to move on to board member reports and announcements. Jacob, do you want to say anything about the General Assembly? I think we can talk about it during this time.
Sure. There was the resolutions packet was sent out. I forwarded it to Naomi. I believe she wants us to meet so that we can go over the resolutions and decide whoever's our delegate for the meeting, that they could get our votes on it, and so that we have a view more representative of the whole college. And so that way the delegate will be going in knowing what to vote on which bill. I think maybe on a future agenda. I don't know. It's a really long thing, so it might have to be a special agenda. So there's that. Other than that, GA, you just vote for the next president. vice president of legislative affairs, vice president of regional affairs, vice president of finance, and vice president of communications, I think. So you just vote on those and maybe some amendments to the constitution or bylaws. Or no, the bylaws is board of directors. So constitutional amendments, resolutions, and elections all happen at GA. Kind of important because they represent us. They are the officially recognized by the legislature student government for all of the community colleges. So it's kind of important that we get there and have our voice heard on who we want to represent us. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else. I'd be willing to answer any questions. And also, if I forgot who was appointed to be our delegate to Region 2, but if they could also fill out the delegate registration form and get that turned in so that they are recognized before the next meeting, that'd be good.
Zach, you and I will talk about that later after the meeting. Okay, and then what Jacob alluded to, the resolution packet. So Jake, we had this idea that we could potentially have a special meeting to specifically go over this. Like he said, it's a long document, but we want whoever our representative to the our delegate for the General Assembly to be well and like have, you know, to know what the board is really thinking on a specific issue. So since they will be voting for us. So if we do want to have a special meeting, I'll send out a doodle poll when we could potentially have that special meeting. So yep, if you guys are all interested in that, I want to see kind of where you guys are at on that. So again, thumbs up if this is something you are interested, like that you would support attending, that you would attend a special meeting about this. Just like a special meeting on whether we talk about where you guys would. So okay, I might have not given enough information about this. I'm sorry, I've got it all over the place. So the resolutions will be what is being voted on at the General Assembly. And like Jacob said, that General Assembly, the representatives there are recognized by the California legislature. So they are the ones that are really representing us. So whole chain there. And we want to make sure that whoever our delegate is to that General Assembly, who will be voting on behalf of our school, knows where we stand on each issue. So what we're proposing is having a special meeting, special student senate meeting, where we can specifically talk about what each resolution is and where we would potentially want, how we would want our representative to vote on that issue. So yeah, if you would support that, again, it would be a long meeting. So it wouldn't be, you know, we're trying to make it fun, but you know, it's gonna be a long meeting, but it is also important. I want to stress that. So yeah, so if I could get a thumbs up from people who would be able to make some kind of meeting like that. Okay, I saw 2 thumbs up. So, okay, 3 thumbs up, 4 thumbs up, 5, 6. Okay, I'm going to assume that there are some interested. Okay, so then I'll send up a doodle poll later where we can try to figure out when would be a good time for that meeting. Okay, any other, what are we on? Board member reports.
Chair.
Go ahead. Okay, I heard Sasha first. Sasha, then Mark.
So we're having the first Pride and STEM meeting this Tuesday. It's gonna be like a introduction, show and tell, casual get together, talking about the semester ahead. Also, we're having the first Women in STEM meeting today too. That's happening today at 1 if anyone's interested. And third thing, I got a job at the Pride Center this semester, so I'm gonna be working on like, you know, helping our LGBTQ folks out for the college. So I'm really excited for that. But I'm still waiting on the paperwork, and the paperwork's taking forever. So once that's through, you'll see a bunch of posters and events for the Pride Center.
Congratulations. Okay, Mark, go ahead.
Awesome. So actually, I just want to kind of reach out to Student Senate and let them know that there is positions available for CAEB. The current Vice President Aisha had to step down due to not a student anymore at ARC. So I'm definitely looking for individuals who would like to join CAEB. I can appoint you to it. You know, it takes a team to make things work. So for one person, it's kind of hard. So if anybody is willing to help volunteer and be appointed to any of the roles at CAEB, please reach out to Naomi or myself. And I'll definitely get you appointed to CAEB. So yeah, I would just kind of like to make a little announcement about that. Also, I had a meeting yesterday with ARCs and the district's basic needs meeting committee. So there's going to be funds that are going to be allocated. I'm not the exact, I don't have the exact amount, but there's going to be a lot of funds being allocated for basic needs. So as soon as I get more information on that, I'll definitely pass it along. What else? Yeah, that's about it.
Okay, yes. On the thing about CAEB, you can serve on both Student Senate and CAEB. It does work. You can ask Nick about it another time. Sorry, Nick, for volunteering you, but he has served on both at the same time. CAEB meets on Tuesdays, 10:30. Pretty chill group, I'll say. Yeah.
Thank you, Naomi. Nick, you want to come back to CAEB?
Maybe for another time. Okay. Any other any other reports? Okay. Hearing and seeing none, we'll move on to public comment. Let me check the agenda and see that I got that right. Yes, public comment. Okay. This time is reserved for members of the public to address the Student Senate on issues not already appearing on the agenda. A limit of 2 minutes per speaker shall be observed, with a maximum of 4 minutes per topic. No discussion is allotted on public comment. The law does not permit any action to be taken or extended discussion of any items not on the agenda. The ASB Student Senate may briefly respond to statements made for questions posed. However, for further information, please contact the ASB Student Senate President for the item of discussion to be placed on a future agenda. Okay, is there anyone from the public who wishes to make a comment? Okay, hearing and seeing none, we'll move on to adjournment. If there are no objections, this meeting will be adjourned at 11:23 a.m. Hearing and seeing no objections, this meeting is adjourned. Okay,
Yay.
stop recording.